Hey guys, free pick time. All right, back with another free play. So today I have an NFL play for you guys, okay? It's preseason, so we want to make sure we're practicing bankroll management. This is the quarter unit play on our card, which is the smallest play we give out. These plays have value, but at the end of the day, this is still preseason, all right? So no need to be betting the mortgage money on this play. Absolutely, we have value though. All right, so yesterday, we picked up a win on free picks. Toronto Blue Jays getting it done for us easily. We had the over in that one. We had that game cashed by the fourth inning. So absolutely love games like that where it's zero sweat. And the only thing we really had to sweat after that was a bad weather system or a storm coming in, which didn't happen. So we cashed the win. Now yesterday, we were going for 10 straight winning days in a row in consensus group, 9 straight winning days in a row in masterclass. Unfortunately, our streak has come to an end. So we finished the day with a winning record of 14-10. However, we lost our big play, and that was the difference. Okay, we had a big play yesterday, and unfortunately, that lost. And after that loss, it was sayonara to the day. As I said in yesterday's video, a lot was going to depend on yesterday's big play. So it was just a small losing day, obviously going 14-10. And today we have a busy day again. I know some people are going to look at the record, people who are not familiar with me, and be like, 14-10, it's like you had 24 bets yesterday? Absolutely. And once people start to wrap their minds around what we are doing here, okay, and getting out of their head that they're trying to pick like winners on every single game. No, what you're trying to do is find value. And this is why we have unit systems, okay? This is why you never just flat bet and why no professional ever flat bets, okay? There's no professional that's ever going to go out and say, oh, well, you know what? I'm betting 5,000 units, so I'll bet 5,000 on every single game, no matter how much value. It just doesn't happen because the reality is there's varying amounts of value, all right? Now, would you put the same amount on something that you believe has a 6% edge as you would something that has a 40% edge? Absolutely you wouldn't, okay? You would put way more money on the game that has a 40% edge. Now, in the past, you've seen other people come out and try to take a shot at me who knew nothing about sports betting and say, this guy bets core unit plays, he doesn't believe in it, blah, blah, blah. You couldn't be less knowledgeable about the reality of sports betting, where we take advantage of smaller amounts of value with quarter unit plays and half unit plays and 1 unit. And then we start to get up into, our 2 and the very rare 3 unit plays, right? So it is always about finding value and very little to do with who you think is going to win a game. Okay. I mean, that is the reality of sports. You want to find value. You may think that, the Dodgers are going to win a game. Great. But based on the price, is there value still? Okay. Will they win enough percentage of the time to cover that minus 240 or minus 250 that they are? That's the question you have to determine. You might take a look at another team that's like, plus 200 dogs, the Colorados of the world or something like that, and say, oh, well, yeah, I think Colorado's going to lose. So, and people just move on. But hold on a second. They're plus 200. Okay. What if they're going to lose only 45% of the time? Well, there, my friends, you have value. And this is what I continuously tell people. Change your line of thinking, okay? Try to become better at identifying value. Try to become better at assigning percentages to it. And then you can start to bet smaller plays, all right? And the irony of the people that come out and be like, oh, Bender bets core unit plays and Bender, 24 bets in a day, that's crazy, blah, blah, blah. And they'll come out and give you 10 units on one game. Like, who's crazy here, right? So at the end of the day, guys, sports betting is about finding value, okay? And there's absolutely no reason to step over the $20 bills because you got rules that say, you only pick up the hundreds. Why would you ever do that, okay? The $20 bills add up as well. And you can ask anyone in Masterclass, especially look at the last run we've been on, winning 9 days in a row in consensus group, 8 days in a row in masterclass, and a lot of the units is adding up, core unit, half unit plays. We have one game today, okay? One game today. We're at 8 different plays on there. Everything from first 5, full game, teams, totals, player props, pitcher props, etc. Okay? We've loaded up on one game, there's value, but we're betting it from multiple different angles. And if all goes well in this game, we have a possibility to win all 8. Absolutely. Okay? But again, when you look at a number, you say, well, 24 bets. Well, how many of those are, different games? How many of them are us just betting games multiple ways? In consensus group today, we got a game we're betting 2 different ways. All right. We're just taking the units, splitting them up a little bit, betting them differently. So again, guys, there's so many intricacies to sports betting that, I think people on the surface just don't understand. And that's why, I try to help explain it. And when I say, 8 different bets, like you're always wanting to try to find, ways to maximize value, but sometimes diversification is your friend. All right. Find like an edge. And in this case, we're pushing hard at this game. Obviously, we got 8 plays on it, but at the end of the day, we want to find different ways that we can find that edge within a game. Okay. And sometimes it just comes down to, this is the way to play it and let's go with it. Okay. We do that often in form of, 2-unit plays, right? In this particular case, we have 2 units on the game. It's just in many different ways. All right. So that's basically it. I'll leave it at that, guys. More than likely not going to have a free pick tomorrow for you guys, but we'll be back with masterclass and consensus group definitely tomorrow. I just don't know that I'll have time after doing all that. But anyways, we got a lot going on today. I'm going to give the NFL out to you guys. Just lots of baseball going on. Got a soccer later today. BenderWins.com for the full card. Okay, it's not just the full card. It also gets you all the educational videos and my guide to professional sports betting to make sure you're doing things the right way. And we were 1 game away from having 10 wins in a row in consensus group and 9 wins in a row in masterclass. So we start a new streak today. Let's get at it. All right. So today, guys, for free pick, we're going to go with Baltimore and Washington under 37.5. So Baltimore, Washington under 37.5. Now, I did a video on NFL not too long ago where I basically, I criticized some people in the Score app that when a game tied, okay, the game tied 18-all, and the total was 36.5, and people were cheering, saying like, oh, thank God. It's like, I didn't think they were going to cover 36.5, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, there's no overtime in these games, right? So like they didn't understand fundamentally the rules. And, I like people like saying, well, like the rules just changed. Well, they changed back in 2021. So, I mean, they didn't just change. But my criticism to those people saying that was like, how are you going to bet on a sport where you don't understand the rules, okay? And a lot of people commented on that saying, yeah, like, why would anyone ever bet on NFL preseason? Well, there is value to be found out there. I think people bet too much and too many games on NFL preseason. But there's certainly games you can find value, absolutely. I mean, we've done so this year, but sparingly. Out of all the preseason games we had so far, I think maybe this might be our 7th bet or something. We've ended up making some money off it, but small amounts because it's preseason. We're just going to be betting core unit plays. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of, unpredictability within NFL and preseason. So I didn't want my message to come across like, don't bet NFL preseason. Absolutely not. I mean, I never said that in the message, but my message was, if you are going to bet it, or you're going to bet any sport, okay, know the rules. Plain and simple. Okay, understand the rules before you bet it. Those people betting totals were literally congratulating themselves, happy, and, saying they cashed, and they hadn't. So anyways, BenderWins.com for the full card, guys. Best of luck. We'll see you soon.